Intermittent fasting is not that easy. Hey, what's up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of intermittent fasting. But before we get into all that, go ahead and do me a favor by giving this video a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with the first pro, might be obvious already, but that is weight loss. Okay, out of all the things that exist in the world of weight loss, intermittent fasting is one of the easiest to do. That's just the reality of it, right? Because one thing people don't want to do when it comes to weight loss is they don't want to change their diet. They don't. So the easiest thing they can do is maybe limit it to an eating window and eat the same foods that you eat, just not too much of those same foods. That is where intermittent fasting makes this process easy, right? Because the purpose of intermittent fasting is just to tell you when to eat and when not to eat. It's not telling you to stop eating fast food. It's not telling you to exercise more. Just think of it as your own personal coach going, hey, it's time to stop eating. Oh, yeah, looks like it's time to eat. That's pretty much intermittent fasting in a nutshell. On to pro number 2. Intermittent fasting has a lot of health benefits, right? There are other different YouTubers that talk about the specific health benefits from doing intermittent fasting. I personally don't talk about that side of things, but there are plenty of other people that do. And I will go ahead and list maybe a couple down in the description that you can check out that I personally agree with. Pro number 3, you can start and stop whenever you feel like it. Meaning that if you wanted to start intermittent fasting today, right this very moment, you can. As a matter of fact, I'm actually intermittent fasting right now. And like I said, you can stop whenever you want. Meaning that if you feel like you've reached your weight loss goals or whatever goal you had in mind, just like I said earlier, you can stop right now. If you feel like you've found something else that maybe works a lot better, to push a little further with your goals, then you can stop intermittent fasting now and move on to that. So that is the beauty of intermittent fasting. But it's not always going to be beautiful year round. Why? Well, that's because it has some cons. Con number 1. Intermittent fasting is not that easy.
Intermittent fasting is one of the easiest.
I know I say that intermittent fasting is easy in a lot of my other videos, but it's easy once you fully understand how it works for weight loss. And when you don't understand that process, then it can be difficult, obviously. I can't just say to a complete stranger that they can do intermittent fasting and that's it. I didn't give them any other details. When in reality, yes, it is true that they can just do intermittent fasting right away, but they have to make some adjustments to their diet in terms of portions, not necessarily what they eat. Although, if they did change what they eat, that would make the process a whole lot easier, as well as picking the right schedule, talking about patience and consistency with them, and all that good stuff. But anyway, con number 2. In the beginning, you can actually feel like you're starving, and that is very, very common. And the main reason for that is because people do not understand how to properly time their meals, right? It's really just a matter of eating their meals at the same time every day. That way, they can avoid feeling like they're starving. And of course, it also depends on the food source. Con number 3, intermittent fasting can actually cause you to overeat. See, this con is actually related to the last one I just mentioned, which is feeling like you're starving. And again, this depends on the schedule that you choose. It depends on the time of day that you eat and the time of day that you stop eating. So when you don't really have one that suits your needs and isn't really convenient for you, then eventually you're gonna feel like you wanna eat everything on the table. And of course, that can be bad. So there you have it, guys. Intermittent fasting can of course be easy once you understand how to create a proper plan, but it can also be hard if you do not do your research. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out my last video where I talk about intermittent fasting without a caloric deficit. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. What is your opinion on intermittent fasting for weight loss? And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Oh.